Ed, for creating such a wonderful show for us tomorrow. Just everybody, all the beautiful creators here. Thank you for sitting down and listening to me. Today, I'm going to introduce myself a bit. I'm Janina Vela. I am a Filipino YouTuber. I'm based here in the Philippines. I've been doing this for almost a little more than 2 years. I started when I was 15 years old. And I think everybody can relate. My first video was something that we'll just not talk about. This unspoken thing. I won't talk about your first video. Don't talk about my first video and we're good, okay? I have been on YouTube for a while. And people always ask me how did I get up how did I grow so fast? And I think I really owe that to the pioneer YouTubers here in the Philippines, like Mikey Bustos and Michelle V, Sadie Yoko, and all of these amazing YouTubers who were here before me. They really paved the way for YouTubers like us, right? Anyway, I love YouTube because it has, before I get into that, one of the frequently asked questions for all YouTubers is, how did you start your channel? So brief introduction on that. Before I was a creator, I was a consumer, meaning I loved watching other YouTubers, international YouTubers. I love Zoella, and then there's Laura DIY over there, who you'll meet in a while. I'm so excited. She's awesome, guys, I swear. But I wanted somebody who I could relate to more, somebody, because we don't have Target here, so I wanted somebody who bought stuff from Divisoria, or who had humid heat also, like us. So I wanted somebody I could relate to. And I couldn't really find somebody in my age group just yet. So I had this crazy idea of starting my own channel, and here we are. So YouTube has really paved the way for a lot of open doors. Working with my favorite brands is amazing. Getting these opportunities to speak in front of you guys is one of my favorite parts. Last year, I started speaking in schools about things that I'm really passionate in. And I also had this crazy milestone of being asked to speak for United Nations for International Women's Day. And that was a huge deal for me. And so it was a dream come true to talk about one of the topics that I'm super passionate about, which is beauty inside out. I know, I want to share to my generation that you can be beautiful. Even though I'm a beauty guru, I want to share that you can be beautiful with or without makeup. You can have the best lashes and smoky eyes, but if you look at the world in a negative way, then your smoky eyes are useless, right? So I wanted to share that more than what's on your face, what matters more is what's in your heart. So I also learned through my YouTube career that nothing great was ever accomplished without making sacrifices. In the 2 years that I've been on YouTube, I transitioned a lot from, I recently transitioned from homeschool to regular school, so that was interesting. So as an 18-year-old student, it's hard to be both excellent on YouTube and excellent as a student as well. It's actually finals week, and I'm here right now speaking to you guys, so let's just pray for my grades. Nothing great was ever accomplished without making sacrifices, and for me, that's a huge sacrifice. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. It's sleep, right? Last night, come on, I love that, passion. No sleep. Sleep is for the weak. I literally got 3 hours of sleep last night. And I don't look sleepy because of concealer, so thank God for concealer. But another thing that I did have to sacrifice was, my privacy. In a way, I love meeting my Vela fam. My Vela fam is they're amazing. But growing up 18 years as a normal person and then having people come up to you in malls and ask for pictures and even just Fanfest, people screaming your name, it's a weird experience. But I can tell you that it's so worth it. All these sacrifices that you're making and all these things that you give up just for YouTube, it's all worth it, and it's really gonna, it's gonna be worth it. We'll just stick with that. It's gonna be worth it. But there are things that I will never sacrifice, and that's my relationships and my integrity. My relationship with God, my relationship with my family, my relationship with my friends. There are times where I just had to put the vlogging camera down because it was getting in the way of connecting with the people who matter to me, or who matter the most to me. There are times I have to mute my Twitter just for a bit so that I can have a decent conversation, because it's really important, although not just to vlog, but also to live in the now, right? Second, my integrity. I'm a little picky now now with the stuff that I endorse, because I've gotten this trust with my Vela fam that I'm only going to endorse things that I truly love. And I told myself I am never going to do anything just to be famous, just for the views, just for the extra money. I'm going to do it because it's something that I really believe in and that I stand up for. And I feel like my viewers don't deserve any less than that. Okay. This is very cliche. I'm sure you guys super understand this. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, and that is what I learned in the last 2 years. But I also learned that after you step out of your comfort zone, you learn so much more. I like simple things. Like I learned that I can be very professional at business meetings. I learned that I can speak in front of people like you guys, and I also learned that I can persevere. I can never give up. I can be confident and all these things. And just a fun fact. I learned that I can do the flying trapeze. Like, the things in the circus, or I learned that I can do parkour. And these are the things that I would have never learned if YouTube didn't bring me to these places. So this is your comfort zone, and that is where the magic happens. And you obviously want to be where the magic happens, because that is where you'll find out how wide you can spread your wings and how high you can fly, right? So I've learned a lot of things, but in the last like in the last half year, I also learned how to deal with cyberbullying or with hate. And I think that everybody here has experienced that before. I was homeschooled for a while, so cyberbullying was just okay because I didn't know the people. I knew the people didn't really know me, so there was no connection, there was nothing there. But I did go to school, and a couple of people decided not to be the nicest to me, and it was a very interesting experience for my first year in regular school, and it did really, you can be just really raw and authentic. It really took a toll on me emotionally, and I did have to go through anxiety attacks and stuff like that. But I realized that blowing out somebody's candle won't make yours shine any brighter. I could totally retaliate. I'm a social media influencer. I can just post a picture of them on Instagram and they're dead. Like my bells are like I can just do that, post a live stream of me crying about it. But I don't want to fight fire with fire. And I want to build this community, because as YouTubers, we have the power to build a community of love. And that's what I wanted to show. I don't want the legacy of hate. That's not what I want at all. I want to show people that it's possible to live with a kind heart still in this world. So I decided to choose to listen to the right voices. I chose to filter, to listen to the encouragement, not the discouragement. To listen to the people who will bring you up and not push you down. And I think that's something that everybody has to learn, right? And I'm sure a lot of you guys, everybody has experienced hate. If you haven't, I'm sorry, you will. I feel like it's sugar-coated and since it's probably gonna happen, but I want to leave you guys with this. When people throw stones at you, it's because you are a beautiful tree full of fruits. Don't stoop down to their level by throwing back the stones, but throw them your fruits so the seeds of yourself may inspire them to change their ways. Thank you so much.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for such a beautiful and inspiring talk, Janina. I've worked with you since the beginning of last year, and one thing I absolutely love about Janina is just how raw and vulnerable and genuine and beautiful you are as a creator. I mean, both inside and out. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. I know it must have taken a lot of courage and bravery, but thank you for sharing that experience with us. Thank you.
I really loved your part about stepping out of your comfort zone. And on that note, I talk to a lot of creators who start vlogging for the first time, and they say how uncomfortable or awkward or nerve-wracking it can be. But that's okay. No need to fear. We have some experts here who know all about the life of a vlogger. But first, I want to bring up to the stage our esteemed colleague, partner manager from Vietnam. Please put your hands together for Tra Nguyen. Welcome to the stage, Tra. All right, guys, put your hands together for Will Dasovich and Alex. Will Dasovich. Oh, there he is. I see Will. Will Dasovich. Hi.
Come on, guys, let's give a big hand for Will, Janina, and Alex. Very soon. Hey, Will.
feel, but
You were vlogging when you were on stage, so that's really wonderful. So thanks so much, guys, for being here. I'm really happy to host this panel because they're just so unique, and there's so many stories to be heard today during the panel. So shall we just jump right in? So why don't we start with the basics? So why vlogging? So why don't you guys share your story, your vlogging journey? How did you start? Anyway.
Okay, so vlogging. I've been vlogging for about a year and a half or maybe 2 years, something like that. But I was making videos for 11 years before that. And I got into vlogging because it was more of I was evolving, I was adapting, because I used to do sketches, parodies, challenges, experiments, and the next thing that was on the list was vlogging. And I started doing it because I had a friend that did it. His name was FuzzyTube. And he was a vlogger and I was a parody guy. And we went out to like Disneyland or something, and the reactions from our fans were completely different. I would have fans come up and they would take pictures and then they would leave. And they'd be like, leave. And then he would have fans that would come up and be like, hey, are you feeling better? Is your mom feeling better? How's your dog doing? How's your life? And like, how's the move going? And they just knew everything about him, and I wanted that. Even though I've been making videos for like double like he was, his fans are so much more intimate and connected, and I feel like I've achieved that. Now I have awesome conversations, and take it away, Will.
Alright, there you go. Well, I could talk for about 3 hours of how I got in and started vlogging, but long story long, basically, I just found out, I've been vlogging for same thing, I guess we started vlogging at the same time, about a year and a half now, almost 2 years, and I started watching vlogs and I just got inspired by the whole thing, particularly Casey Neistat. I didn't even know what a vlog was, and I just remembered the stuff he said and everything he shared was so inspiring. It was like, I knew that there was no vlogs in the Philippines, and initially I started out doing viral videos. I just made a series, and so once I got into the vlogs, I just wanted to share my story with everyone and see if I could inspire and stuff. And yeah, it's just simple as that.
Well, yeah, I mean, vlogging is very personal, and it gives this really nice relationship with your subscribers that I don't think any other level of social media gives you. But also, I think you guys can agree with this. What's amazing about vlogging is that you're in control of your content. You're in control of what you say and what you wear, and it's all up to you. And I think the power to decide what to say and how to control your life is really nice that comes with vlogging.
Awesome, thanks so much, guys. So on the topic of vlogging, right? Many people have this misconception that vlogging is the same. Everyone is kind of the same, telling about their life, telling what they ate today, what they did today. But I'm sure it's not like that, because each of you guys have your own style, your own, even intros, your own community, right? So the question would be, how do you differentiate yourself from thousands of vloggers out there?
Like you always hear, it's just, you be yourself, because that's the only thing that's different about you from everyone. So, yeah, right? That's what you just go all out and you just be yourself.
I always say that, I always hear that everything creative in this world has already been done, because there's so many of us that we've already done it certain ways, so just take what you like and put your own twist on it. So it's not like stealing content, it's just like take inspiration from other people and then make it your own. And that's the best way I think to go about doing it.
Yeah, I think as long as you're passionate about what you're doing and you own the content that you put out there, that's gonna make you stand out already.
Awesome. So this is a very good advice for starting vloggers out there. Yeah. So
the whole point of vlogging, sorry, just kind of, it's all about perspective, and the only thing that's different about you is your perspective and how you see the world. So that's what vlogging is all about. You just share, your views and your thoughts and your ideas, and you'd be surprised at how many people out there would be able to connect with you and stuff. So it's all about perspective.
yeah, and totally agree. So yesterday we actually did a live stream with Alex at Google Philippines office, and one thing he said that really struck with me was that if you like Alex Wassabi, you can be a Philippines version of Alex Wassabi, right? And you can input your own creative flavor, your style, just put everything there and just be yourself. So I think it's probably the best advice that you can give to a starting class. Okay, so let's vlogging journey. Yeah. So Alex, you've been on YouTube for forever, 11 years. You're like a dinosaur here. So the question would be, I'm sure during your vlogging journey you met a lot of fun, interesting, weird people. So can you tell us a story, like maybe one person you met was so strange that actually made an impact on you as a vlogger?
You mean, well, I love weird people. Normal people are boring. Being weird is so much better. So if you're unique and I meet you and I can tell you're a little weird, and then I will talk to you forever. And I would love to vlog with you, and I'm attracted to weirdness because I'm a little weird. I like to think I'm weird. And, oh man, so, like one instance where I met someone, I can't think of anybody, I love vlogging, there's so many experiences that I can't even narrow them down.
How about in the Philippines? Have you met someone that is weird?
Oh yeah, the Philippines are really weird. I love everybody in the
All the regular fans are here for you, so all the weird people are here for you, right?
Yeah, I love it. There was actually these kids that came up to me yesterday. There was like 5 little kids, and I was eating, and they ran up to me at my table, and they're like, "Oh my God, Alex, can we take a picture with you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I stood up and I took a picture with them, and I was like, "Hey guys, can I ask you a question?" And they're like, "No," and then they left.
They were very starstruck.
Yeah, I guess. I was like, "Are you sure? I want to ask you a question on my vlog. Like, if you watch my vlogs, I would love to have you in it." And they're like, "Nope," and then they left.
So actually, when we were doing the live stream yesterday, some fans actually requested Alex to eat food.
Yeah.
Again.
No, not I can't
This
do
time
it
with
again.
Laura.
I already did it. I did it once. I can't do it again. I'm sorry.
It tastes good. It tastes good. It just looks weird.
Okay, you can eat mine then. You can have mine.
I will not eat your balloon.
Oh my god.
Okay, no offense. So, Will, Janina, anyone that you met that you think that, oh my God, he or she just blew my mind away, or they're so weird, that really
Janina
inspired
Vela.
you? Wow.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think
Janina, I
now.
thought of someone.
You thought no, you can go first. 'Cause mine sound weird.
Clocko Gaming, are you in the building? Where are you? Can you please stand up, Mr. Clocko Gaming? There he is.
Hey yo!
This dude is so inspirational to me because exactly a year ago today at Creator Camp, I remember he was just starting out, and I remember it because how many people have long hair that look he has over there. And Jackie Daly Young was on the panel doing something, and he asked a question like, how, and I don't know, he was asking questions. How do you be different? Blah, 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 all that stereotypical questions on how to be great at YouTubing. And now, this dude's at 200,000 subscribers, and I saw him. And it's crazy because he was on PewDiePie. And PewDiePie shouted him out, which is the biggest YouTuber in the entire world, and it was just good for like the whole Filipino community and stuff. And that was just very inspiring. You guys should check out his vlog about that. And it's just crazy because I just remember last year him standing up kind of in this exact same place, and he was just starting out, and boom, look at that.
We'll see you on the panel next year. Awesome. Could you just repeat once again the name of the channel so everyone can just go?
Glocko, Gloco. He's like they call him the Filipino PewDiePie of the Philippines.
Ooh. Awesome. Guys. So I think when it comes to the vlogging journey again, there's lots of up and downs that Janina just now doing a really amazing talk about difficulties, right? And one thing that you said was nothing great was ever accomplished without sacrifice. So apart from sleep, apart from privacy, what else did you guys have to sacrifice? And most importantly, for all the vloggers, all the YouTubers out there, how did you learn to manage it?
Janina Vela can answer for me because we're always together doing these talks and everything, and I just feel every time I say the exact same thing about her, she's just
I memorize it all.
Look, and she's memorizing and she's reciting as if I script.
I can tell you guys
So,
how we started and
Go
stuff.
for it.
So Will, on his first year of, I'm really doing this? Okay. On his first year of YouTube, he created the series, The Art of Tagalog. And I said that in your accent, Tagalog.
Yeah, now you're good. Yeah,
I really got your story. And like, I remember him saying that his parents worried about him because he was just writing scripts and concepts and ideas down all the time, like on his notebook and stuff, and he wouldn't go out of the house, and his parents would be worried about him because he was
friends, social life, family. I literally like went AWOL.
Yeah.
I went crazy, and it took me like 18 months before. This is before I started vlogging. I spent like 18 months writing scripts and creating a series, and like 6 months of critical isolation, going insane and stuff. If you see my rooms, it's my first vlogs about it. On the walls, there's just writing on the walls, like an insane person of papers, and I just went through notebooks and everything. So.
Yeah, it was legit though, and it really did pay off. It was really worth it because he went viral after that. So it really shows that your sacrifices really don't go to waste.
Yeah, and you have to remember that everything in life is temporary. So even though I kind of just blew off my friends, family, contact with the world, and everything I ever knew and loved, I just knew after this time in my life, it would be worth it in the end. I just made a vlog yesterday. It's my latest vlog. It's called like, I forgot what it's called.
It was like this is my story or something like that.
It was something clickbait. You gotta do. It was something like that, but it's basically all about what I did and to get to this point. You gotta sacrifice everything, like social life, girls, all that stuff. You know, just go all in. Yeah.
All in. You can't tell them that his girlfriend's in the room.
Oh, she's not there. She's not even listening.
Hi.
Hey, girlfriend.
What's up? Want to do it yourself?
I'm sure it's easier because you guys are creators, so you understand that kind of pain, that kind of sacrifice that you guys have made.
That's just in the beginning. Eventually you get on a roll and it's like a snowball. You guys gotta remember, like, it took me 8 months to get to 10,000 subscribers, and it took me like 4 months to get to 100,000 subscribers after that. So it was just boom. Just go.
Yeah.
Am I right?
You're right. It took me, I think it took like 5 years to get to 100,000 subscribers.
Oh, where are you, Wassabians? What is this? 5 years.
That was back in the day. That was when there was no other YouTubers. It was hard. Nobody even knew what YouTube was. So 100,000 was a lot. So it took a lot. But sacrifice, I sacrifice a lot of sleep. Like whenever I go out, no matter how late I'm out, I know that when I get home, I have to edit for 2 or 3 hours. So if I go out for my friend's birthday at like till 1 in the morning, I know when I get home, I'm gonna be up till 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning. And it's good to have a girlfriend that's also in the YouTube world. She understands. Gross, you guys are gross. She understands, like, when I'm up late, she'll go to bed, and, like, she understands what I'm doing. Like, she knows that I have to work, or I can't be there that day, and she doesn't blame me because she's in the same situation sometimes. She has to go, like, out of town for 2 weeks, and I don't get to see her, and, like, a normal, like, relationship, the boyfriend would be like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, you don't care about our time together, but we do. And then when we go on trips, we try to make time for it. Don't look at me when I'm talking, you're embarrassing me. You're distracting me. We try to make time, so like, I'll take a day off of vlogging so that we can have that one day where it's just us. And so it's all about adapting. And
Us time.
yeah.
It is, you're right, it is all about adapting because eventually you do get used to the no sleep. As sad as that sounds, you get used to running on coffee. And I think it is about adapting to your new lifestyle because YouTube is not just a career, it's also a lifestyle. And I think that's something you have to accept before you get into it, right?
Yep, every time before I leave the house, I say in my head, keys, wallet, phone, camera. And I have to make sure I have all those on me at all times.
He says that too. He's kind of mental. He always just says, keys, money, phone, keys, money, phone, keys.
Yeah.
Daniel Marsh over here. Going cuckoo over the deep end. Cuckoo squad, what's up? But yeah, I was gonna add something and then it's just thought of something else, so I forgot. No, but yeah, as you were saying, the girlfriend, the whole thing, like, one thing that makes it a lot easier is the people around you. So what I did is, you know, when I was vlogging, no one was vlogging. It was just me and Janina Vela. So I forced my best friend, Janina Marsh over here, this Irish guy, and my sister to get into vlogging. And you just hang around people that understand you because the beginning's the hardest part. Everyone just judges you and they're like, what are you doing? And at least now, like, look at all these vloggers. Last year there was just like a couple, you know. Now everyone's running around with these stitched hair.
Who vlogs in here? Raise your hand.
Raise your hand.
Vloggers, come on guys. Show some support.
devices that you have to make and why you make them, and then everything will just be easier after that.
Yeah, most of my friends are YouTubers or in the YouTube world. Just because that's who they all understand me. Yeah, we're friends.
That's good to be friends.
Yeah, so positive vibes only, right? And yeah, those people that support you, again, resonating with your talk just now. Yeah, so I think before we take the question from the audience, let's just, today is Creator Camp, so everyone is hungry to learn from you guys on how to become the next YouTube star. But I think let's just keep it to maybe three advices or 3 things that you guys think that is most important, like a must-have for a vlogger to be successful.
Okay.
From your experience.
Go. Go. Let's do it. I think that the easiest thing advice I could give, the hardest part is just doing what you want to do and not caring about what other people think. I mean, every single vlogger, including myself that I've ever talked to, YouTuber, the hardest part is getting started and putting yourself out there and letting people judge you and just being vulnerable. So once you get over that point where you stop caring what people think about you, then that's when you're going to succeed. Otherwise, ego will hold you down for a really long time. DGAF squad, where are you at? That's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was gonna say. You just gotta do it. Like most people, they say I can never be a YouTuber, and that's why they can't be a YouTuber. If you never pick up the camera, that's never gonna happen. That's with anything. If you never pick up basketball, you're never gonna be a pro basketball player. If you never learn how to edit and get over the fear of what people think, you're never gonna be a YouTuber.
It's true.
It's true.
I can give 2 to 3, right? Am I allowed?
Sure. Even more.
So I think that connected to what they're saying, it's really important for your personality to shine through because there are so many people who have the same cameras. I have the G7X. I mean, I'm sure the G7X. Is there anybody who's one? Alex uses it. There's people who do the same editing style, but the thing that makes you different is literally you. So as long as you make your personality shine through, that's the most important thing. I feel like. The next thing for me would be to be relatable and to know your target audience. I guess on a more practical level.
I
never had a target audience. What I did was I was just being myself, and I was like, people are gonna love me for who I am. But it's funny because we actually make a lot of the same inspirational type of videos, but what we see is the exact opposite. We were talking about this yesterday, and I guess the beauty about that is it shows how we did everything our own way, but came to the same point in terms of finding success on YouTube. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, because I was saying, well, I don't want to sacrifice my relationships, and he's like, yeah, just sacrifice it. I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Sacrifice everything.
Find your own algorithm. You don't have to follow what we do. Just make it.
Algorithm. Do whatever you need to find success.
I'm like on both your sides because I think you should do what makes you happy and you should make content that you like. But if you don't make content that your viewers like, then nobody's gonna watch. And your viewers are basically your bosses because if they don't watch, then you don't get paid. You don't get to do your job. So you got to do what you like, but you also got to cater to your audience. Like I know that my audience is a younger audience, so I still do what I like, but I make sure I don't do anything controversial. I don't say bad words, and I don't do like bad things that I wouldn't want my kids if I had kids. She's not here. She's not doing good.
She's hiding under the table.
Oh, she is under the table. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I think it's a fine balance to strike, right? So doing what you love and making what your fans love. And it just so happens if you're fortunate enough, it happens to be the same thing, right?
Well, a lot of us, I think one of our passion is as entertainers is making the fans happy. So making them happy is that's what you do. You give them what you want. Are you guys happy? Are you not entertained?
Are you guys happy?
Are you not entertained?
All right, so we have time for one question. Yes, sir.
One question?
We have a camera. Oh, sorry, the microphone.
What? Oh, no. Can we get like 3? Yeah.
Okay, I'm just working a camera every day, talking to the camera, acting, quote unquote, in front of the camera. Does that get in the way of you living your life, like normally? Or is that something that you don't accept because you do it every day?
What is normal?
What?
What is normal?
Yeah.
Acting. No, I wouldn't call it acting. I just say it's being yourself. It's
That's what I do. I'm not always this crazy.
Yeah.
Well, like when I'm on camera, it's like, turn up, let's go, what's up, you know? What it is, what it be, what it do, no.
I mean, I do understand what you mean by acting because I feel like on camera we're like a better version of ourselves. I feel like, you know, like in a sense, there's like your energy goes up, you're happier and stuff like that. No, you're not. You're always the same.
No, I definitely like.
Okay, because your face was just like,
I'm definitely me, but I turn it up. So if the camera was on, I'd be like, oh, we want to go eat.
Yeah.
But if the camera wasn't, I'm like, yo, let's go somewhere we've never been before.
Exactly, like you're right. But I think it is adapting to the new lifestyle. I think as well, I'm not really a millennial and like I'm younger, but then these two are millennials, and there's that low-key shade. I'm just kidding. No. No, but there is that thing where you just gotta find that balance between living in the moment and like being able to record your moments, right? And it's getting used to doing both. It's really finding that balance and adapting to the lifestyle, right?
People accept you for who you are. I mean, you only should hang out with people who accept you for who you are. So if people are judging you when you're vlogging and everything, just hey, get out of here. That's how I think of it. So I just do my thing, and then the people who like me are going to enjoy me, and the people who don't, I don't give a
Vloggers are YouTube subscribers, yeah, you have to be.
My subscribers, okay.
My subscribers don't subscribe.
Cool. So let's try to squeeze 2 more questions. Yeah. So second question. Yes, please, sir.
Hi, I'm Ted Claudio, Wazzup.PH. I have a YouTube channel also, Wazzup.PH.
Wazzup.PH.
The last time I interviewed you, Will, was at I think the Fan Day at UP Town Center. It was actually, It was actually 2 weeks before you went into PBB.
Yeah, and you made an article that said, what if Dasovich goes into PBB? And then it almost, that was a long story.
So you mentioned there that even if you become an artist, you said you will be a YouTuber forever.
YouTube for life, yes.
Yeah. YouTube for life. Yeah, okay. So usually the natural progression is actually when you join PBB, you go into entertainment.
Yes, that is the misconception. See, a lot of people think that you do YouTube and then you go on TV and you get bigger, but really the internet is where everything's headed. And right now you see a lot of artistas are turning into YouTubers. I love it. I love it because it's cool. You know?
For the last like 5 years, YouTube has gotten more views than cable television.
Exactly. In the States, and the Philippines was what I always tell people. Everything is just 5 years behind the States. So when I started vlogging, I realized no one was vlogging. I was like, vlogging's gonna blow up in 1 year. We were just talking about this, how when we first met and did our first collab, we were talking about like, watch in 1 year, YouTube's gonna blow up and there's gonna be vloggers everywhere, and then boom, look at this, they're everywhere. The thing is, the reason why I went into PBB and went on television was to bring these television people into YouTube, because a lot of people, so many people out there were like, what does this word vlog mean? No one knows about it, because still the majority of people in the Philippines are on TV, but it's just slowly but surely we're bringing them to the YouTube, because YouTube and the internet, they have the choice to watch what they want to watch. Yeah, so I can keep talking forever, but take it away. One more question?
Yeah, I see the last question. So, yes, please. Your hand was up all the time when you were talking, so you must be really eager to ask the question. Last question.
Hey, you're the one with
You made the viral video on
Yeah.
Facebook. Yeah.
You're the one who's in the Jeep.
you were the Jeep dude. I remember
We
you.
all did the Jeep video.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, by the way, you inspired me to make my viral trumpets video where I was dancing on a Jeep. I got that from you.
Thank you. I'm Senpai Kazu. I have a question. This is a very serious question. You guys make about G-rated, right? G stuff.
Yeah.
And in
G
the
like
future,
hamster,
yeah.
like G like for kids.
Like rated G.
Rated G.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to transition in the future like PG stuff to SPG stuff? Because sometimes it's kind of boring something if you watch G-rated.
I do some PG-13 stuff every now and again. I don't know if you guys follow my Baraka series. I keep it G-rated, family friendly, but I look at it as journalism. So my perspective on what's going on. So if I happen to be Boracay on a yacht with girls in bikinis dancing, I'm just going to show you what it is and what's going on. But you know, you change it up. I do everything different so that you can grasp all peoples from all different yeah.
Well, I keep it family friendly, but not because I want to be boring, but because I just want anybody and everybody to be able to watch my content at all times. I want family, like parents, to be able to leave like their kids on my channel and not worry about it. Just let them watch whatever they want. So I mean, but every channel is different. That's just how I try to keep my stuff.
Yeah. When I was at Coachella a few months ago, last month, this girl, like probably my age, went up to me and she was like, I watch you and my mom loves you. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now, like, I know now that there are, like, as long as, I mean, it's become like a family. You're right, it is. Like, I want it to be something that anybody can watch. Well, sorry, that's for people. Don't be offended.
No, initially when I started, I was kind of doing whatever I wanted, and then I remember when we started hanging out, you know, eventually I'd start seeing a lot of like 8 and 9-year-old girls come up to me, and they're like, oh my god, I watch your vlogs. And I was like, oh my god, they watch my vlogs. so ever since then, thank you for that. Ever since I met Janina Vela, my stuff became more family friendly, and I always remember that there's 9-year-olds watching my videos.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but in like the topic of like evolution of like, you know, to PFG to PG and stuff, I do think that eventually I will grow up with my viewers in a sense. And now I started in grade school. I'm in high school. I think we're gonna grow up to college and, you know, get a boyfriend together and like get married and do family vlogs together. And I think that's something in a sense that.
Ew.
I'm sorry. I'm romantically alone.
You got your own plan.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm just kidding.
we're all gonna grow up to be family vloggers.
Yeah, I know, and I think that's so amazing. Can you imagine? How can we family vloggers
Every Sundays.
Running around with their baby girl.
Our kids are gonna be growing up together, going to the same school.
Cute though.
Little vlogging community.
But our kids won't play with her kids though.
Alright guys, so thanks so much. Please don't argue. So thanks so much for your advice, for your stories. It's really lovely to hear. So everyone just give a big hand.